All right, welcome everybody. It's a sort of impromptu vacation stream. I've got some downtime from downtime, so I thought I would stream. Donald Trump is doing an event today, among other events, which we'll review, to pander to Latino voters with whom he is struggling, but not as badly as he was struggling in 2016, interestingly enough. So I think there's going to be a lot of very, very interesting things. I am going to be talking about the million subscribers. I'll talk about what else is going on this week, but there are no new podcasts this week. I'm very powerfully on vacation. If you had any idea how much I've been sleeping, you would be shocked. You would be shocked. But I've got a couple of hours where nothing is going on. I'm already through. I finished two books that I started before vacation. Vacation only started 4 days ago. But I also am already a third of the way through a very interesting book, A Brief History of Everyone Who Ever Lived by Adam Rutherford. Based on the first 100 pages, I can very much endorse the book for you. And what else do we have? I am going to people keep talking to me about what's going on with Stephen, Kenneth, Destiny, Bunnell II. And I'll talk about what I know, and it's really not that much. So we're going to be talking about that a little bit. I have new polling data. I have video from Trump from earlier and a bunch of different stuff. I don't even know where to start other than to say, welcome. Oh, well, maybe we'll to get this out of the way, because a lot of people don't care about this. We did hit 1 million YouTube subscribers. So as you can see now, 1 million subscribers. And interestingly enough, we're actually like 5,000 past it already. But I guess once you get to 1 million, it only updates publicly every 10,000. So now it will not change until we get to 1.01 million. So until we get to 10,000, right, past the million, it's not going to update, but we're already halfway there. We're at 1,005,000. Very, very exciting. And I guess I could play, so we published this video recently. This is 1 million subscribers. I also have another video called Bots, How I Got 1 million subscribers, which is not publishing until tomorrow. Our friend Kyle made this one. Let's listen to just a little bit of it as people come in.
I am contemplating some possible litigation around this clip that we're about to see.
Right. We have reached 100,000 subscribers on YouTube. The David Pakman Show surpassed the 200,000 subscriber mark on YouTube. 400,000 subscribers on YouTube. 500,000 subscribers, 600,000 subscribers, 700,000 subscribers on YouTube yesterday. As many of you know, but as many of you don't know, this program is on YouTube.
Convalescent plasma.
Thank you to our YouTube subscribers who now number more than 750,000, 800,000 subscribers. Oh, that's interesting. People, you know, I recently asked my hairdresser, do you think my hairline is receding? I don't think it is. I don't think it is. She thought it wasn't. This is actually very inspirational. Look at that. I think that that's the exact same hairline. That's the plasma moment. I think I'm doing very well from the standpoint of hairline, actually, now that I'm looking at that. Mouth size also seems to have stayed very consistent. Okay, let's continue though. This month on YouTube, in September of 2009, we had 711 views total, and we had 721 views, 777 views, 721 views, and four subscribers. We had 4 subscribers. I don't mean that we gained 4 subscribers a day. 4 subscribers, maybe it was 10. I struggle to remember. We had 4 subscribers. And 4 subscribers, 3 of which were probably accounts my mom made, okay? Some really interesting numbers. And in our first month on YouTube, we had 30 subscribers. Those are the right numbers.
1 million
subscribers. This actually isn't crazy.
It is quite an accomplishment for us. I mean, our YouTube channel started so small back in 2009.
Tiny. Thanks to your support. And I'm talking about the trolls as well. I'm thanking the trolls as well. It was alleged that I established sort of a race against Sam Cedar to 1 million subscribers.
I smell bots. I smell bots. So, look, here it is right now. I'll put this video up. Look, folks, Ronald Reagan has just informed me that David Pakman has taken a lead in our race to get to 1 million subscribers. And I am making a personal appeal to you right now. Hit the subscribe button.
Okay, so anyway, that's like half the video. The full video will be publishing tomorrow. On Tuesday. Wait a second. No, on Wednesday, my Spanish language interview is going to publish. I'm only about 7/12. No, wait. Pull out a protractor. I'm 7.5/12 of the way through subtitling the Spanish language interview, which is going to publish Wednesday. And if I just don't get done subtitling it, then we'll push it back a little bit. Okay, so that's going on. And Sam Cedar did call me. He did concede, even though conceding is only a formality. He did call me to concede the race to 1 million, which we didn't actually have. It was fake. But he did concede, and I'm lying about that as well. Let me say thank you to Katie Berlin. Katie Berlin is new member number 1 today at joinpacman.com. As you can see above my head, even though the background is different, I bring the bar above my head with me everywhere I go because it is really, really important. Katie Berlin is new member number 1 today at joinpacman.com, and I would love for you to sign up as well. It is also September over on Twitch. Everything is I don't even understand what it is. It's somewhere between 20 and 60% off, depending on various parameters I don't understand and certain requirements which I don't know if I've met. Okay? If that tells anybody my familiarity with what September is. It is happening. It is happening, but I don't know exactly what it is. Okay, other things to play for you. You know, I actually like some of what Joe Biden's been saying lately. And this was Joe Biden earlier today, explaining we have 4 not good situations going on at once.
You know, as a nation, we face one of the most difficult moments in our history, in my view.
Right.
4 historic crises all at the same time. The worst pandemic in 100 years. That's already killed nearly 200,000 people and counting. The worst economic crisis since the Great Depression has cost tens of millions of American jobs and counting. Emboldened white supremacy unseen since the 60s and a reckoning on race that's long overdue. And undeniable acceleration of the punishing reality of climate change on our planet and our people, on the lives and livelihoods, which I'd like to talk about now.
Hard to believe, hard to disagree. I did see that Joe Rogan offered to moderate a 4-hour debate between Donald Trump and Joe Biden. I can't imagine it's actually going to happen. I think that's why Donald Trump was able to tweet that he would do it, because I think part of the deal is that they only participate in debates actually organized by the Commission on Presidential Debates. So I think it's very, very safe to do for Donald Trump. Other things going on here. Here is an interesting clip where Donald Trump, absent any evidence, said, don't worry about all the wildfire stuff because it's going to get cooler soon. And of course, he was told that that is not the science. Take a look.
With that science is going to be key. Because if we ignore that science and sort of put our head in the sand and think it's all about vegetation management, we're not going to succeed together protecting Californians.
Okay, it'll start getting cooler. You just watch.
I wish science agreed with you.
Well, I don't think science knows, actually. Tom, please.
Trump knows. Science doesn't know. Trump knows. So just absolutely and completely embarrassing. Just a complete and total, an utter laughingstock. An utter and total laughingstock every single day. Trump knows more than the generals. Trump knows more than teachers. Trump knows more than doctors. Trump knows more. Trump knows more than anybody. He knows more than everybody, I guess we would say. We do have some new polling, which we can look at. New Fox News poll has Joe Biden +5 with a likely voter model. YouGov has Joe Biden +9 with a likely voter model. The Hill among registered voters has Biden +8. Monmouth, Biden +7. We do have that Reuters poll, or Reuters, like Roto-Rooter, as some people call it. I don't call it that. I call it Reuters. Has Biden +12. So it's another +12 poll. Rasmussen, which is a known poll that leans right, has Biden at +2. And then the USC poll from a few days ago has Joe Biden at +10. Then the polls start to get, a little bit stale, little more than a week old. So we have that going on. What else? Oh, I do have a variety of different clips here. Let's just look at some of what Donald Trump has been up to today.
You go to Austria, you go to Finland, you go to many different countries, and they don't have fire. I was talking to a head of a major country, and he said, we're a forest nation. We consider ourselves a forest nation. This was in Europe. I said, that's a beautiful term. He said, we have trees that are far more explosive. He meant explosive in terms of fire.
Have you guys ever seen an explosive tree? It's actually, they call them Trojan trees. You think it's just a normal tree. It's actually a bomb. It goes off.
We have trees that are far more explosive than they have in California, and we don't have any problem because we manage our forests. So we have to do that in California, too. So I'll go do this, and we'll see you in a little while. Thank you.
Yep. Okay, so unclear exactly what Donald Trump is on there.
Down after a short period of time, about 18 months, they become very dry. They become really like a matchstick. And they get up, there's no more water pouring through. And they become very, very, they just explode. They can explode. Also, leaves. When you have years of leaves, dried leaves on the ground, it just sets it up. It's really a fuel for a fire.
I actually have installed a sprinkler system above my urban garden in Boston, not just to water the plants, but because my tomatoes could explode. And I don't want my house damaged. I don't want my neighbors' houses managed. It could all get really, 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 really bad. Let's look at one more. Here is Donald Trump, I guess, mispronouncing Oregon and insisting that it's just a matter of poor forest management, not extreme heat and dryness.
Obviously, forest management in California is very important. And now it extends to Washington and extends also to Oregon. There has to be good, strong forest management, which I've been talking about for 3 years with the state. So hopefully they'll start doing that. In the meantime, we're helping them up out in a very big way. We have the best people in the world doing this. We have all of our people from FEMA. We have law enforcement here. We have the Army.
Yep, they're bringing in cops to shoot the fires. I brought some of my backyard tomatoes on vacation here to Martha's Vineyard. And this morning I tried to make a tomato omelet. The tomatoes exploded, almost took an eye out. And this is not a time you want to be going to an ophthalmologist, particularly if the ophthalmologist is Rand Paul. So I got to be really, really careful with those exploding tomatoes, because that could get really, really, really ugly and bad. Thank you to Eddie Liedbeck, who's new member number 2 today, and Charles Lehman, or some people say it Lehman. I say Lehman, who are new members number 2 and 3 today. Let me get to super chats, okay? I absolutely must get to some of the super chats that have been coming in. Chakaseki says Blotus hosts COVIDchella in Reno with a wild stampede of death cultists. What's next? Fear and gloating in Las Vegas. Well said. Captain Flanks says, if you die from the flu, it's a flu death. But if you die of COVID, it was just your pre-existing condition, and COVID is a hoax. Congratulations on 1 million. Thank you. Dan Stupka says, I need your Destiny departnered take. I'm going to get to that. Let me run through the super chats, and then I'll talk about Stephen, Kenneth, Destiny, but no. You guys know who I'm talking about. Milo Aviles says, what degree should I get to become a stable genius? Congrats on 1 million. Player 2 says, we love you, we love you, we love you, Trump chant. Matty Ice says, David, I hope your vacation is very strongly and powerfully full of tremendous elements of vacationing. It is. Chakaseki says, this is all super chat, by the way. Feel free to send one in. Congrats, David Plasman, on 1 million bot subs. Time to crack open a fresh bottle of carbonated plasma. Yeah, I run my plasma through double osmosis, reverse double osmosis. Emily Maiden says, so happy you're streaming. I had a Deepak withdrawal. Freedom Cleaner says, David, just letting you know your video from today links to a video from July. Yeah, we're on vacation, so we're running reruns. Thank you. James says, congrats on 1 million, David. Your videos and streams keep me going through nursing school right now. Thank you. Chris says, hope you got the Salzburg pics. Gordon Reed says, do all presidents have to play golf? They don't have to, no, but they choose to. Congratulations on 1 million. Jane says, bravo. Javi says, why do you think Biden is struggling with Latinos? I don't know the answer to that. I'm going to put together a story about that for next week when I'm back in the studio. That's Ghastly says, congratulations on 1 million. Do you really use Blinkist, and can I? I really use Blinkist, and you can really use it as well. Yes. Johan Cardell says, keep doing the good work, and I want to compliment your way of conveying important stuff. Alex says, congrats, David, 1 million bots. Sinful Solutions says, congratulations, David, on 1 million. Very powerful. G is congratulating on 1 million. Joel sends me a link about my future interview with a Uyghur activist. Thank you, Joel. I will check that out. Okay, and then let me just do Twitch thank yous before I get to the Stephen Kenneth thing. Thank you to the following people. R. Luxton has grabbed a Prime subscription. K.A. Dogan, Little Chimp, Hoverboy, 10 Gig Nick, Succubu, Perturabo, She's a Lion Dog, Quakes, Dr. Allison is in with a subscription, Sam Will, Captain Clumsy, Metrobe, Billy Nedwell. Okay, very good. So a lot of different people signing up. So let me talk briefly about the situation with Destiny. Okay, so from what I gather, and I've not spoken to Stephen for a little bit. I believe he's still in Europe, and the time zones have not really worked very well for us. Stephen Kenneth Destiny Bennell II is an internet streamer who does games and politics, I think. And he's a friend of mine. And from what I understand, he recently made some comments about the Kenosha shooter, which I don't even want to repeat, honestly, because it seems like such a tinderbox that I don't even know if I'm at risk of sanctions if I talk about it. But they were comments that many on the left didn't agree with, but sporadically some people did agree with. From what I gather, he has been departnered by Twitch because those comments, again, this is if I understand correctly, those comments incited violence. Or could have been inciting violence. If I'm wrong, somebody please tell me. And then I got a bunch of messages from people saying, David, you've got to do a wellness check on Stephen Kenneth because he seems unwell. I saw things posted on my subreddit and all of this different stuff. So the truth is, I don't know all of the details. Someone told me that a guy named Vaush was involved in the Kenneth stuff. I have no idea. All I can say are the following things based on what I know right now. I am unsure about what's going on with Stephen personally. People saying, David, you got to reach out. I don't know what's going on. Last time I spoke to him, things seemed relatively okay. I've made my view clear about the Kenosha shooting. And in terms of, all of these battles that are going on, I saw a post on my subreddit about people are abandoning Stephen Kenneth and coming to me. Then others saying, no, the fact that I've not denounced Stephen Kenneth is evidence that people should abandon me as well, because clearly I must agree with Stephen Kenneth. It's like, guys, I don't know the full list of topics on which Stephen and I disagree. I can't think of anybody where I have 100% agreement on, but there's a community here. There's a left media community and everybody has different views. And there's, very left socialists, actual socialists. There's center left people. There's centrists who don't vote for Republicans because they think Republicans are idiots. there's all this different stuff, and it doesn't mean that I need to go around denouncing people. Okay. So in any case, I look forward to having a conversation with Stephen about it at some point. I don't know if it will work out during this week because, as many of you know, I'm just kind of popping in and randomly streaming at certain points in time. And we're going to see, next week, maybe when he's back on normal U.S. time zones, we can get together. But, I'm seeing things about the left canceled Destiny. I don't know who that would be, who canceled him. I'm not really sure I fully understand any of it, but I am not avoiding the conversation with Stephen. It just hasn't happened. It just hasn't happened yet. I'm glad to talk to him anytime, anytime. I see some other congrats coming in for 1 million subscribers. Matt says, I've been watching 5 years. Congratulations. Joel says that my electrolyte commercial makes him think of the movie Idiocracy. That's interesting. So there's a lot going on here. I also want to say thanks to Robin Espy, as well as Janae Stansberry, where'd we get that? Who are new members number 4 and 5 at joinpacman.com. And I got a bunch of messages from people saying, what's next from the standpoint of subscribers? Just 2 million, I guess, or 1.1 million is the next milestone. And we are going to, we're going to keep the pressure up. We're actually already at 1.005 and pushing for 1.01. The number, it's like 1 million has such a ring to it. 1.01 is like, okay, give me a break, dude. But we're going to keep pushing for it. We're going to keep pushing for it. Waffles says, congrats, David. You're a great warrior. They say you're one of the greatest warriors. That Sater guy, he's a disgrace. He's spying on I think some of these like music and game streamers have done it way, way faster than I have. There's some buffering going on. Yeah, I can't control that. My internet connection is not perfect here. It's not a perfect connection. So, I'm going to do what I can as far as the connection goes, but please do refresh, if need be. Okay. A couple other clips that I did want to look at. Okay. Not this one. What were the other clips? Hold on. I'm going to find them here. Not this. Oh yeah. Check this out. This is just vile.
Some say, call us Latino. Others say, call us Hispanic. Others say, call us whatever the hell you want. We love you. We love you.
It's really, really, really weird. That was at last night's Corona rally.
Sport's never going to make it. It's too violent.
Wow, this is like really quiet. Hold on.
You just don't know how violent the American people are, do they? They never quite figured that out.
Okay. There were some really weird moments yesterday. There was one where he seemed to be encouraging violence. Here it is. Okay, this is the main clip that I wanted to play for you guys. This is Trump again appearing to endorse violence. Let me use Volume Master and see if we can get a little more volume for you.
And they immediately raised their hands, and the Seattle police, who, by the way, could do a great job if they were let to do their job, but they're not. They're not. And as you know, in Portland the other day, we had to send in the U.S. Marshals. A man who's a bad guy, shot somebody right in the middle of the street, who they say was a very fine young man. Shot him, killed him.
What?
Just shot him like it was on television. 2.5 days, nothing happened. I said, what's going on? We sent in the U.S. Marshals. It was taken care of in 15 minutes, okay? 15 minutes.
So I don't know what the hell is going on. And then again, this I actually want to talk a little bit about. Donald Trump here again suggesting this whole thing of maybe serving a third term. I have a few thoughts on this.
Here with you in Henderson, thousands of loyal, hardworking, great American patriots. And 51 days from now, we're going to win Nevada, and we're going to win 4 more years in the White House. And after we win 4 more years, we'll ask for maybe another 4 or so.
So at this point, I'm curious to hear what you guys think. I think that that's just straight up trolling. I don't think that I don't even know that we really need, it's like, let's just remove the guy, And I do have a fear that if Donald Trump does win another 4 years, it's not just going to be about Trump gets 4 more years and the destruction he's able to do during those 4 years. I think that it significantly increases the chances that the Republican Party goes directly into one of his kids as the nominee. And that's really scary because, you know, it's very easy to say now there's no way in hell the Republican Party goes with one of his kids. They went with Trump. And so I would be very, very concerned about that. But as far as this another 4 years thing, I think it's essentially trolling and Trump is just trying to agitate. I don't know that we should react to it very much. A few other super chats that I want to get to as we wait for Donald Trump to do a campaign event pandering to Latino voters. Joshua Davies says, I strongly dislike Trump, but to be fair, eucalyptus trees, common in California, do explode in fires, but it's difficult for them to grow in Oregon. Okay. Austin Madgwick says, if you can also try to reach out and talk to Vaush socialist YouTube streamer, that would be poggers. Okay, that's something I can look into. Uvion says, you get trashed regularly by that kid on the Progressive Voice. He just trashed you for 1 million views. I think the infighting is silly. What are your thoughts? I have no idea. Yeah, I don't, I mean, as you guys know, I don't really watch too much like left tube content, but that's funny. I mean, listen, I don't know what he's saying, but if people don't like me, that's fine. If they don't like, if I'm too left or too right for them, you know, every day I get, we at this point, we get about 5,000 messages a day across that includes, you know, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, YouTube comments, emails, all of this different stuff. And of the 5,000, every day there's dozens that say I'm a centrist shill. I'm not really a progressive. And there's dozens that say I'm a far left communist Marxist. And of course, as you all know, I'm just a Northern European social democrat. I'm not Northern European. I just mean I'm in sort of that political mindset. But, you know, one of the things I would say is if there are people who are focusing instead of issues on just attacking other left channels, I do think that it is a waste of time from a practical standpoint. And you guys know that there's a lot of grifters on the left and right, but you know, I'm concerned about the ones on the left who, instead of really like generating ideas and content and putting out their perspective, there's a lot of just stupid infighting, and I would caution people away from that. I don't think it's useful. And you know, the truth is, I don't know specifically what people are referring to here, but there's also a lot of jealousy in this community, which is why, you know, with our 1 million subscriber video, which was just congratulations from a lot of different people, and you know, we talked to Sam Cedar in this video, Cenk Uygur sent a clip, Arian Foster, former NFL running back who has a great show, Anthony Mellon Fantano, we heard from Benjamin Dixon, Nomi Konst, and former producer Lewis, you know, all these great people. Hassan Destiny Piker II, Levi Rosman from the chess community. We've heard from Farron Cousins and attorney Mike Papantonio. Who else did we hear from? We heard from Stephen Kenneth, as you can see, you know, all these different people. So what? So what? You know, I deliberately got people who are not basing their relationships with me off of whether we agree on every issue. That's stupid. It's a waste of time. What are we doing? You know, in the long run, we're all dead. Are we really going to waste our time with this stuff? Anyway, let's continue. You know, I'm thrilled that we're at 1 million YouTube subscribers, and I'm excited for other people to get there as well. Other than the Young Turks who got there before me, even if we don't agree on every single issue. Period. End of story. Donezo. Okay, my friends? That's, I think, all we're going to do in terms of that negativity. Okay. Other super chats, a lot of congratulations coming in about the 1 million subscribers. What else? Okay, let me get away from super chats just briefly. And get to a couple of other things that I had for you. Okay, hold on. And in fact, I should pull them up so that I don't. Oh, okay. The trajectory on coronavirus and the vaccine and the anti-vax stuff. So let me talk about this a little bit. I mentioned as an aside early last week when I reviewed Kamala Harris's interview with CNN, where Kamala Harris was asked about when Trump is looking like he's going to announce a vaccine in October, early November, whatever. Okay. Do you trust it? And Kamala Harris, I pointed out at the time, did a really good job of couching her skepticism of Trump as a completely separate thing from being anti-vax, because Joe Biden is not anti-vax. Kamala Harris is not anti-vax. In fact, during the campaign in 2016, it was Donald Trump who was talking about healthy kid gets injected with a vaccine and comes out autistic and all of this crazy stuff, to the point where even Ben Carson had to sort of correct him during the debate. But I said at the time, even though Kamala Harris is saying, I'm not against vaccines, I just don't take Trump's word on anything, right? If Trump said 2 + 2 = 5, I would want verification. My words, not hers. Even though she said that, it was clear that the Trumpian right was going to accuse Kamala Harris and Joe Biden of being anti-vax. And they spent the last week doing it. Donald Trump at multiple rallies now has said, she's going anti-vax. They're against vaccines. Of course, that's not the case. And I think it's important to clarify that at this point, we don't need to listen to Trump's FDA and Trump's CDC to know if the vaccine is safe. If it happens to be the Oxford vaccine, a lot of the vaccines are being either developed or certainly tested to be approved in multiple countries. We're lucky enough that we're in a position where we don't have to adjudicate, okay, we can't trust Trump, but can we trust his CDC? Can we trust his FDA? Because European health agencies, Asian health, all these different health agencies are going to be presumably approving or not approving that exact same vaccine. So I wouldn't even think about it from that standpoint. I just wouldn't take Trump's word or Trump's agency's word, but we don't have to, because we'll hear from the UK. Does the NHS say this vaccine is ready to go? Great. That will give us a lot of the information we need. Don't allow yourself to be drawn into a false debate over whether Harris and Biden are now anti-vax. It's idiotic. It's as idiotic as a lot of the intra-left infighting that we've been talking about. Okay. Other people coming in with messages and a variety of different things. Chakuseki says, glad Trump was bragging to Pirro about ordering an extrajudicial hit squad on a U.S. citizen on U.S. soil. I'm guessing he's prepping the drones too. Owen Carpenter says, any thoughts on Trump wanting a Rogan moderated debate? I addressed that at the top of the stream, so I don't want to duplicate that right now. We are standing by for a Donald Trump originally scheduled for 5, I think now rescheduled for 6. Let's see, Trump Latino Live. Let's see what we find here. If we have any other streams ready to go. See if we filter by live here. So my stream is at the top. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful thing. Okay, but we're still standing by for other. Let's see if Fox News Trump Live. Okay, well, we'll just keep waiting for some of these other streams to go live. This is the official, I guess, Trump, to the extent that there is any kind of official stream. I think that that is very likely it. Okay. Let me very briefly just take 30 seconds to say, I would love it if you grabbed a subscription on my website. That's it. That's the whole pitch. We are mostly funded by individual members who grab a subscription. If you hate me, if you don't like illegal discounts, if you don't like immoral discounts, don't grab a membership. If you're down to your last couple of bucks, if you're in a financial hardship, don't grab a membership. We continue to produce all of the content other than the bonus show for free for everybody. But if you sort of like me, or at least think what I'm doing is valuable, or you have $1.83 a month to spare, grab a membership at joinpacman.com. Everything we do, staff salaries, staff benefits, all of this different stuff, it's primarily funded by those subscriptions. There's a coupon code right above my head. That coupon code is 2020 now. That's 66% off. Yes, check local laws about whether such a large discount is allowed where you live. There are states where you can marry your first cousin and that discount is illegal. Think about how crazy that is. Cousin marriage, fine. 66% off, not okay. That's nuts, okay? But I will do my best to thank everybody who signs up at joinpacman.com. And one such person who did that is Brittany Blockman. Brittany Blockman, who is new member number 6 today. We have a very modest goal, very, very modest goal of 25 new members. And I invite you to grab one of those memberships at joinpacman.com. There are only 13 memberships available. We might run out. That's a sad reality. We might run out. Okay, let's listen to just a little bit of Donald Trump's remarks earlier today. We're still waiting for his campaign remarks shortly. Let's just listen to a little of what he said earlier. It was insane.
State and local officials and headquarters that it was far too dangerous to continue the mission, turn back. But they decided to continue anyway.
By the way, the audio, guys, the audio.
Knowing they might not return, they knew that people were in danger, great danger. As night set in, they could see almost nothing through the miles of dense smoke. Using their night goggles and their expert navigation skill, they reached the camp. They found the stranded families, many of whom were badly burned and injured, and they loaded them as many as they could.
Trump's on speakerphone.
The 2 helicopters. Then they made the perilous flight back to the base. As soon as they unloaded the passengers, they again risked their lives and flew back into the blazing fire to rescue more victims. Their superiors said, "You cannot do this, you cannot do it again." They did it. The smoke had become even more overpowering, yet they returned a third time.
Really weaves quite a story, huh? Let's skip ahead. This is just so low energy. Let's see what else we've got. Here we go. What else did he do? Very strange stance there. Okay, so I think it's pretty clear that the event earlier, we probably got as much out of it as we were going to get. So we are going to be standing by for the event pandering to Latino voters at the top of the hour. Okay, let's see here. Neon SM says with a Twitch subscription, your previous chess opponent XQC with a great message. It looks like you included a link there. Just for safety, we have to block those, so I'm unsure what you wanted me to see. Also, thank you to Stacks DC for the Twitch sub, and thank you to Audrey Boone, who is new member number 7 today at joinpacman.com. Other super chats are coming in, or they're not. No, wow, I don't have any additional super chats to read. Well, if you want to send me a super chat, this would be a brilliant time to get one read. Oh, Kevin Z says, first super chat, has Anthony Mooch responded? Oh, I'm in touch with Anthony Scaramucci. Yeah. So I tweeted last week to Scaramucci that I want to have him on the show. And a mutual friend of ours got us in touch. I spoke to Scaramucci. He said he has agreed to an interview on the David Pakman Show, and we are still figuring it out. I am looking forward to talking to Scaramucci about, does he have knowledge about Trump upper and downer use? What does he know about all of these various rumors about Donald Trump? So I think it's going to be really, really interesting to speak to him. Phoenix 503 says, I live in Portland and the smoke is so bad. Some businesses could not open today. It's insane what is going on there. It is absolutely insane. I have friends in Portland and I've been in touch with them, and it is absolutely outrageous. Absolutely outrageous. Thank you to Amy McLaughlin, as well as Kelly Kazmar, who are new members 8 and 9 today at joinpacman.com. Very much appreciate that. Also, Raphael Muer, not sure how to pronounce that. And Chris Evola, not Ebola, Evola is new member number 11 today at joinpacman.com. Royal Fino wants me to interview Andrew Yang again. I would love to do it. He has basically ghosted us. We interviewed him 3 times when he was less well known, and then he started ghosting us. And we've actually reached out post primary and have not been able to get him on, unfortunately. So if anybody wants to help with that one, we would be glad to. This is sort of like my Dave Rubin moment. I'm like, I don't know. We reached out to Joe Rogan, but it's kind of awkward. But you know, that I'm kind of doing the same thing with Andrew Yang. But no, he's not responding. He's not. I think he's too big now for the David Pakman Show. I think that's that's the reality. You know, it's like a please clap moment. Okay. Other super chats are starting to come in. Zesty says, who do you think has done more good for Mexicans? Cesar Chavez or Trump? Oh, Trump. Oh, my God. Trump's been the best for Latino voters. He's been the best for the blacks, as he calls them. Johan Nilsson says, congrats on 1 million subscribers. Cheers from a Swedish fan. Thank you, Johan. Gina Gonzalez says, I'm so excited to see you. I haven't been able to stomach Trump while you've been gone. Congratulations on 1 million subs. Thank you. Alan Canoni says, what kind of ridiculous statements can we plan on him making? Oh, that Latino Americans, Hispanic Americans are doing better than ever under Trump. I assume that's the main point. Lab LG says, hello, David, a viewer from France. Congratulations on 1 million. Keep it up. Daniel Perkins asks, why won't mainstream Dems support universal basic income and a Green New Deal? Dems of the U.S. would be considered conservatives in much of Europe. Yeah, the mainstream Democratic Party won't support those things because they don't support those things. The Democratic Party, as we saw during the primary, is not nearly as left as Twitter and Reddit would have us believe. And that is reflected in many ways, including what you're pointing out. Emmanuel Kant says, congratulations on the 1 million. Has Kyle from Secular Talk recorded a message for you? He has not. I reached out to Kyle along with everybody else who participated in the video. I did not hear back from Kyle. So it's certainly possible the message went to spam, or that he's been on vacation for a couple of weeks, or he didn't want to do it. I don't know. But I did reach out to Kyle. I was hoping to include him in the video, and I did not hear back. Bolo Turner. Oh, I'm sorry. No. Kyle Hopper says, do you think Trump will stand as weirdly in Spanish? Yeah, I think Trump's posture is weird in any language. Yeah. J Chat says, what are your thoughts on the Kyle Rittenhouse situation? I made a video on my channel about how Kyle was wrong, and I seem to be getting wrecked by both left and right. I have a bunch of clips about that already, so I don't want to redo my commentary here. Bolo Turner says, if Yang doesn't want to come back on, it's his loss. He ain't got 1 million subs on YouTube. Take that, homie. It's not about that for me. I would just like to, I'd like to have him back on because I think it'd be a fascinating conversation. Devin Rakatansky says, my dad is super conservative. What do I do? You're going to have to be a little more specific. What do you do in terms of your relationship, or what do you do in terms of convincing him to change his views? Those are two very, very different things, of course. Let me say a few other thank yous because I don't want to fall behind. Spence Banda is new member number 12. Pam Longshaw is new member number 13. Asim Akath is number 14. Blake Daly is number 15. Karen LeBeau is new member number 16. And Ashley Guritz is new member number 17 today at joinpacman.com. Thanks very much. I appreciate that. It is September on Twitch. I wish I knew what it meant. I know that there are discounts involved in September. Is anybody able to tell me what it actually is, what it means? Anybody know? I think it's just discounts. It's sort of like the more you buy, the more you save sort of thing. Discount. Okay, good. 30% off. New subs get a discount. It's discounts. Discounts, okay. Very good. 20 to 30%. Nice. 30% discount. Very good. Okay, a few people want more clips from Trump's weird rally yesterday in Nevada. I'll look at a couple. Let's see if we have them. Actually, I might have shown you all the ones I have. Let me check one of my other Twitter resources. See if we have any more clips from yesterday's bizarre rally. This is from earlier today. Trump gets confused and says Biden won a Nobel Prize. All right, I want to hear that.
But they nominated your president twice last week on 2 different subjects
I read something about the nominations were fraudulent.
for a Nobel Prize. But the fake news media didn't cover it, so that's it.
What?
Biden got it. Remember when our great president, right? Barack Hussein Obama.
Our great president, right? Trump loves Hispanics.
Hispanics are at 52% for Trump and 40-something for Biden. Never happened before. Never happened before. They've never seen that before. I love the Hispanics.
He loves them. Okay. Here, apparently, Trump got a guy kicked out.
Yeah, get him out of here, would you, please?
It's so funny because the crowd sort of cheers because they're like, yeah, Trump's being tough. Trump said, get him out of here. There's like Secret Service and police and security. Big tough Trump is saying, kick him out. Wow, what a tough guy. Okay, hear Trump talking about commas in his new slogan.
Done. Now I say, make America great again, again. Comma. I go, comma, again. And that's...
Okay, the crowd chanting for Barack Obama to be locked up. Is there anyone that shouldn't be locked up in their mind?
Up is in the form of an ad from a third-rate magazine whose best friend is Obama. Who, by the way, got caught spying on my campaign. He got caught. We caught him cold. We have him cold. Now let's see what happens.
I wish somebody could tell me what is the crime. Trump says they caught him red-handed. Trump says it's the worst political crime that's ever been committed. And yet we still don't know what the crime actually is. Let's just do maybe one more. Here's Trump saying football's boring now. I guess because they kneel. I don't know.
Football's
Hold on.
boring as hell.
You can tell the crowd is lukewarm on that. This is a sort of this is a heartland crowd of sorts. And they're like, wait, I thought I was supposed to like football. Football's boring. I don't know. I mean, I don't read books. What could be less? Books sound way more boring than football to this crowd.
It's just not the same, right? I don't know. Used to be people would say, hey, could you keep it away from a football game? Now they say, could you possibly do it during a football game? We have some free time.
Okay, yeah. So I guess that's Trump is complaining about sports or something like that. Very, very weird stuff. Really, really
involved
weird.
in a vote in the U.S. Senate on a judge confirmation. So she did not travel, but as you saw in the earlier picture.
Oh, okay. Here, so Trump landing now. Trump actually landed now, and we're starting to get to some of these important elements. Oh, very good. Okay, let's see if I can find a better stream now. Trump live. Some of these Fox affiliate streams are a little dicey. I don't exactly know what Fox News Now is. Maybe it's okay. But here's the Latinos for Fox, for Trump roundtable on Fox. All right, so we got a couple different things, but Trump landed now, and presumably we are getting closer and closer to hearing from him. Very, very important stuff. Okay, other super chats. Bronx Bjorn says, I sent a message on another stream about those Trump emails. Right on cue, as poor management of resources becomes public knowledge, they, to my great annoyance, double down. Okay. Matt Chavez says, Brian Tyler Cohen has interviewed Harris, Yang, Porter, Schiff, etc. Maybe reach out to him and figure out who his rep is. The thing about Brian is sort of like he's in with the Democratic Party. I'm not even a Democrat. So he's in a very different position than I am. As many of you know, I am not. I am on the outside of the Democratic Party, not the inside. Aaron Cooper says, I live in North Carolina and Trump, for some reason, keeps saying that the state is closed. Everything's open except for a few clubs and bars. Yeah, I mentioned that during his North Carolina speech last week. Trump keeps talking about the state has to open it up, open up the state. It's like the state is open. Just a lot of people are choosing not to go out. You can open a restaurant. You can't make people go. Donald Trump seems not to understand that. Donna Williams says, Trump rallies remind me of a Jerry Springer show and roller derbies rolled into one. Agreed. Oh my God, is the Latinos for Trump event indoors? They're doing more of this indoor stuff. You've got to be out of your mind to be doing that right now. What on earth are they doing? Let's see if any of these other feeds are live. Not yet. Okay, that's fine. We'll stick with this one. Thanks to Night Coffee, Spudnik has just gifted 5 subscriptions on Twitch and signed up. Christopher is here, has subscribed on Twitch. Justin D. Winters is supporting on Twitch. I appreciate it, guys. Very much appreciate it. This event is in Phoenix, for people asking. Phoenix, Arizona. Oh, I have a bunch of... Oh, my goodness. I didn't even realize this. I have so many new members to thank. Hold on. Spence okay, no, I already thanked Spence. Anthony DiPietri is new member number 18. Vanessa Herdick is number 19. James Good is number 20. Connie Evers is number 21. Jeff C. is number 22. Randy Burton is number 23. Lena Therese Setnoy is number 24. Bettina Dransfeld is new member number 25. And David Connors is new member number 26. You all know that when we get to 25, I say, let's go for 50. Let's just do it. Let's go for 50 and see if we can make it. Jason Nadal says, you missed my chat. Okay. See if I can find it. Okay. Jason said, Trump thinks reading military history stories and holding military ceremonies is actually going to win veterans and active duty votes. I'm a veteran and I can say it's not working. Yeah, I think calling troops who died suckers and losers also probably doesn't help. That's my guess. Newham Matt says, congratulations on 1 million subscribers. David, just saw the tribute video. Well deserved. Thanks from Australia. Okay, Safanda Bush says, how can a clam cram in a clean cream can? That I'd have to ask a scientist about. Sharpie Diesel says, is anyone tracking whether or not these rallies follow with an outbreak of COVID 2 weeks after the events? Yes. I mean, so Tulsa caused one. The Sturgis motorcycle nonsense caused one, although that wasn't a Trump event officially. Unofficially, it sort of was. Let's see who else we've got here. Hugh Hundo says, congrats, my brother. Keep up the quality and insightful content. You're one of my last bastions of hope for American civilization. Thank you, as we wait for Donald Trump in Phoenix, Arizona, live on the left. The video on the right is earlier. We will see how gingerly Donald Trump walks off the plane today. Always a question. You never know. Could go any number of directions, as always, with Donald Trump. He is expected to be pandering live to Latino voters. Hopefully my internet connection will hold up. I saw we had a couple glitches there. Hopefully it holds. Trans Theories asks, how is the Trump-Biden gap so close? I mean, more than 60 million people in this country thought it made sense to vote for Trump last time. We have a real problem in this country. We have a problem with education. We have a problem with critical thinking. We have a problem with media literacy. We have major problems here. Anybody who tells you otherwise is either lying or not paying attention. Okay. Let's see here. Are we having buffering? Are we having a buffering issue? Can anybody tell me? Because I am getting messages about buffering. We want to try to avoid buffering. Buffering is not so good. Dropping frames. Yeah, I was worried about that. My connection is good, but it's not pristine. It's not pristine today. Yeah. We'll do the best we can. We'll do the best we can. Let's see here. Austin Smith says via Super Chat, imagine visiting the site of the largest forest fires in history and saying temperatures will get cooler, and I don't think science knows. So dismissive of Americans struggling on his watch. Yeah. Presumptuous, pompous, arrogant, delusional, ignorant. You know, all of the things that Donald Trump is known for, essentially. Jeffrey Geltman says, in the new Marvel Avengers video game, plasma is a resource. Do you think Trump should announce that this video game could cure COVID? Sure, why not? Eton Baver, being careful there, Eton Baver says, a census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with fava beans and a Chianti. That's weird. Carlos Murphy says, can you please read my super chat? I thought I did. Let's see if I can find it. Carlos Murphy. Okay, Carlos Murphy said, like Trump, doesn't Biden have a silent supporter that aren't poll? Could the polls be way off in the other direction? Congratulations on hitting 1 million. There is really no evidence of a significant shy voting electorate. There's a bunch of good articles about this. Our friend Bill Scher has posted about it. There is really not anything empirical that we've been able to find indicating that there are so-called shy voters for either candidate in any sort of significant amount. Okay. We continue. Okay, here comes Donald Trump. Let's see where he's going. Let's see if he finds his way to his car. As some of you know, Donald Trump sometimes gets off the plane, and even though the car is right in front of him, he has wandered off before, and Secret Service sort of has to grab him and bring him back. Let's take a look. Let's get live audio of what's going on.
And the president continuing what has been quite a day already, and he will not arrive back at the White House until 11:30 tonight on the South Lawn of Marine One. That'll be 11:30 Eastern, 9:30 our time. Salute and should greet the governor there with the mask on. This is kind of typical. The people who greet the president have to wear the masks. The president chooses not to.
Chooses. All right. Okay, hard to imagine what that conversation is like, of course. And standing by for the actual event with Donald Trump, pandering to Latino voters. That's what's on the schedule today. So does the governor just greet Trump and then they go in separate vehicles? That's kind of awkward, isn't it? Huh. That actually seemed a little tense. I don't know. That was weird. Not seeing the smiling that you typically see during the greeting moments. Oh my God, look, are they doing it? Are they having to pull Trump back? Oh no, Trump, I guess he's going over to talk to some people. See if do we have any live audio here?
President.
Talking to reporters, I guess.
I want to say welcome back to Arizona. This is a great way to kick off Hispanic Heritage Month. A lot of good things happening in our state, and we're grateful for your support of us during COVID-19, the personal protective equipment, the surge testing to Maryville and Phoenix, and of course USMCA's allowed us to navigate through this with one of the best economies, save the pandemic with our #1 trade partner, Mexico.
Well, you know, Doug did a great job in Arizona where the number went high quickly and then you just, boom, you went down. He was tough, he was strong, and he did the right thing, and the numbers went down. We had a big victory just now in Pennsylvania. I don't know if you heard about it. They were ordered to open it up, a federal judge, and open it up and let the people get back to work.
Let's see if that's true.
That's what you've done, and you've done a great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. President.
And we're going to see you over at the
Looking forward to it.
Spanish Heritage. Really.
Spanish.
That's what the name is. There's nothing better. We just had some great polls with Hispanic, with the Hispanic vote, and very honored by it. We're very honored by those polls. So we'll see you over there. Thank you. Thank you.
What's your message to Arizona voters that are Hispanic?
We are working with your governor. He's a great governor, and we're, I think, doing a really good job. We're Hispanics, we're Latinos. We're doing a fantastic job. And I think it really is represented very well in the polling numbers that we're getting, because
Spanish.
they haven't really seen numbers like that for a long time. So we're very, very honored by it. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Okay, President Trump will hit the motorcade heading out to Arizona Grand Resort and Spa. He is running a little late. The president kind of is a punctuality guy, but
What?
on this
What station is this? What's Fox affiliate is this? Trump's late to everything he does. A punctuality guy. I don't even understand what that means. That's insane. Okay, so anyway, Trump there speaking about the Spanish and the Hispanics. I guess he's in favor of both, from what I understand. Gregory Shavers Jr. says this year's hurricane season is insane. Yes, it is. Milo Avils says thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn. I don't know the relevance to this particular event, but that may well be accurate. Yes. The Wilhelm Screen has subscribed for 10 months on Twitch and says, hey, David, also a website member. Hope everyone remembers to like and subscribe, follow. Congratulations on 1 million subscribers on YouTube. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And we are actually now at 1,004,000 on YouTube. 1,004,000. Very, very important. And lastly, thanks to Timothy Woodard. Timothy Woodard is new member number 27 today at joinpacman.com. Very much appreciated as we are down to the last, 15 or so minutes before the start of Donald Trump's event pandering to Latino voters. The motorcade there in Phoenix heading from the airport to what we believe is an indoor event.